Every time I try to do something, something happens! Yeah! What is this? Hello?
This is Capital One calling with an...
Ah! Hey everybody, and welcome to Spriken Studios. I'm your host, Mr.Spriken. Yeah. And what do I have for you today? Yet another diorama video. But wait. These are something. Okay, this is another diorama video, but it's a 2-in-1 diorama video because one of the dioramas I've kind of already done before. It's just a slightly different variation of it, and it doesn't really merit its own unique video. Yes, so I'm smuggling it in with this other diorama video, with this other diorama, yeah. And this other diorama, how many times can I say diorama? Ah! It's really cool. It's a Starbucks thing. And it's more clean and like, I don't know, kind of real something. But it's different than usual dioramas I've made. And it's really cool and I love it. And it's going to a special home, which you will hear about soon. Anyways, without further ado, here is another diorama video. Okay, so here's the first diorama. Look at this basic brown ugly box. Okay, now it may not look like too much from the outside, but that's because this diorama is meant to be used or photographed from the inside. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, it's a diorama where the inside is the main focal point. Everything else is just extra. So as we can see here, we have like some nice painted pavement. And then we have this kind of see-through-ish door, a little bit, I don't know, somewhat modern, but then the rest of it is like super stained up and unclean, unwashed. I don't know. But yeah, it's there. We have this overhang lip thingy with some lights in it, which I will show you soon. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this basic box so that there'll be a nice, shocking juxtaposition to how cool this thing is on the inside. Now, if you've seen my previous video on my 112 garage thingy, diorama, you'll kind of know what you're in for with this. But this has a little bit extra. Actually, this diorama might be jam-packed with the most extra accessories I've ever given away. Yes, so I hope the buyer is happy with it. Let's have a look-see. And here it is, folks. What a garage. Oh, look at all this. It's pretty convincing, methinks, for just how easy it is to kind of make this thing. Oh, you can really get a nice, convincing, real garage look. Complete with stained concrete. Yes. And motorcycle. The motorcycle comes with this, folks. Look, we even got a license plate on there to make it all official and such. I don't even know where to begin with looking at the accessories here. But I guess we can look at, let's go left to right. Yeah, that's what we'll do. And for the sake of ease of seeing these things, I'm going to take off this front part. Okay, so we've opened it up so I can get in here and show you a little bit better. And let's have a look. Let's have a peek. Okay, so on the left side here, we have this ladder. Now, this ladder I showed you before, I think, in a video, and it's not the it's not like an accurate 1/12 scale ladder, but when it's tucked away in the corner here, and you have the front on, you really can't notice, and it gives a convincing kind of look that it's a ladder that works. Then we have our patented shelf, which we saw in the last 1/12 garage scale video. And I really like this as a garage shelf. It kind of looks like something that people would have to hold all kinds of accessory things. And I wish I had a heck of a lot more accessories to fill these shelves, but maybe the buyer can go on a hunt and find things to put on here. So far, what we have is we have a couple of vases or vases, and then we have a couple of books, and the rest of the accessories are kind of sprinkled throughout this garage, as we will see. Now, I guess first we have to address this awesome motorcycle and a motorcycle helmet. Yes, this is really cool, and it has what are we going to call this? Functioning shocks, spokes. I don't know, springy action. That is there. Has a nice kickstand, and this bike has some really cool details and color, and it's just a super addition to this, and the helmet too. And we have a little toolbox with some wrenches and what is that? A hammer, yes, and that's pretty cool. Now, no diorama would be complete without some obligatory beer bottles. So we have a green one there, and then back in our little what do we call this? Milk crate from Grime City. We have some more beer bottles. Let's actually zoom. Yeah, there we go. Milk crate is always something that can be found in the garage, I think, at least some. And we have the bottles there. We have a BMX bike back there. That's included in the diorama as well. Oh, man, how am I making any money off this thing? Maybe I'm not. But I just love to see these things in dioramas, and I just figure, how would I want to get a diorama? And yeah, I try and spoil the people who buy my work. We have a FedEx box back there, a recycling bin, some newspaper, a trash bin. We have some throwback poster up here for Matrix Reloaded. I don't know why. I just found it and I was like, okay, I'll put it up there. Fun fact, it's just held up with sticky tack, so you can actually just take it down. It doesn't have to stay up there forever. But yeah, it's there. Then we have let me unzoom. Yeah, then we have a door leading to nowhere. And it actually doesn't have a door handle, a door knob thingy on it. I just realized that now. Oh my god. But maybe if I didn't notice, you won't notice. But maybe I'll throw one on there now that I think about it. But that door looks pretty cool. It has a concrete slab step thingy to get up there. And now working our way around here. Look at this. This is really cool. I really like this. We have a broom and a rake hanging up there on the wall. And then on the ground, there's even a dustpan and a bucket. That's pretty cool. Then we have our fire extinguisher. Safety first, folks. Always good. And then we have our hose. Obligatory garage hose for all of your gardening, etc. needs. And this concrete, I'm really happy with. Turned out great. And, oh yeah, ceiling. Look it up here. We have our boarded up ceiling. We have our light with the string hanging down there. And a nice warm light. I think that adds for the best overall look. But I will include a cool tone light as well for you, dear buyer. And that is everything in here. And it's pretty cool. Now I'll show you how simple this thing is to put together. Okay, before I get to putting it together, there's a few little details here which I will just show you. Now this fire extinguisher, the holder is permanently attached to the wall, but you can take out this fire extinguisher. Just make sure you do it carefully and you brace the holder while you're taking it out so that you don't disturb the connection there. Down here where our hose goes over top of, this can come off. It's just held into place by a little nail, but I'm going to leave it on while I send it packaged, yes, but it can come out and you can nail it somewhere else if you want, like just push it in like a push pin, and that's where that goes. Now how these things hang up is they also are on the same nail system, but on the wall here, whoa, as we can see, this is a magnet, okay, and then these little bitty nails, they just magnetize on there and stick out like this, and then the hole that's on each of these rake and broom, yeah, it just slides through here. Oh, if I can do it on camera. My eyes, they're not what they used to be. Okay, there we go. We got it in, and then just magnetize, and then they just hang there like this. It's pretty simple. Yeah, but just in case, that's how you do it. Now I'll put it together. Okay, this is super simple to put together. Here's our base. Yes, the concrete base thingy. And this big portion of the stain is at the front. So we just set it down like this. Then we have our 3 magnets here, and that's for our outer concrete thingy. And it just has 3 magnets there, and boink, it just sticks into place like so. And we're off to the races. Now we need to find our back piece with the door, and each side, I don't know if you can tell, but this is what I always do with my dioramas. At the top, I always put some kind of loose instructions. So this says back. So this just tells you that this is the back piece, and then there's an R over here with an arrow, meaning this is the right side, and then an L over here saying this is the left side. So you know pretty much this is just going to go right back, boink, magnetized into place, easy peasy. Now, on to the next. We have our piece with our fire extinguisher and other wall details, and this says top right, so we know this is the right side. And then there's an F, and then there's a B for front and back, and we know this is going to go on this side, connecting to all the magnets, just like that. Yeah. And then we take our next side piece, which says top left on there, and everything is just a blank wall, and it's going to connect over here, just like so. Okay, now I like to put on the ceiling piece before I put on the front, because I'll tell you why. As you can see, the ceiling has this kind of wooden frame thingy around it, and I like to do it because, oh yeah, so there's this little corner bit here, boink boink. This gray bit is the front, by the way, and it's going to, this frame is going to fit in between the walls, and these beams here, these side beams, these side wooden beam things are gonna kind of fit in the little opening there. You'll see in person. And then we just kind of jimmy it in there, and then you can kind of push the walls as needed to be flush, and then it's all good. It's all good just like that. Oh yeah, the light. The light is easy, just friction fit. Now, as I mentioned for all my dioramas, and this one is no exception, the friction fit is really tight. Okay, I make it like that on purpose because if you're constantly taking out lights, changing them, changing batteries or whatever, over time the hole is naturally going to get bigger, and so the light then won't stay up as nicely. So if it's tight, you're going to get a lot of wear and tear out of it. So it's gonna last. But yeah, you're not going to do any damage putting it in and pushing it through and whatnot. So that's that. So I'm going to give you these lights, and there's going to be warm tone and cool tone. And yeah, if they die, you can always buy more, but you can always just change the batteries inside. It's just a simple twist top, twist on and off, blink, blink, and that's that. Oh yeah, your little concrete step thing, you just friction fit under the door there, easy peasy. And now for our front piece, facade, whatever you want to call it, there's this overhang, which also has these lights in here that you can friction fit in and just push in and out, and then twist to turn on and off. And it just magnetizes into place like that, nice and easy. This door is just a friction fit door that slides in and out, and you just put it in there. Now, one thing I forgot to show you is there's actually a magnet. Ooh, I don't know if we can see a magnet on the top of this door, And that is because if you want this door to kind of look like it's open inside, this is how we do it. I forgot to show this. So there is a magnet that's up here on one of the beams in front of the light, and it's going to stick to this magnet when you put this door, when you put this front part on. Yeah, it's just going to stick to it so that you can kind of have this open, here's my face, so you can have this garage door open kind of look, so it kind of looks a little bit more realistic. Yes. And it may take you, that kind of just worked really easily for me, which is amazing. But yeah, it might take you just fiddling around to get the right angle for it to work however you want. So yeah, you can have it like this if you so choose. But it still looks cool if you just take the door out and leave it out just for photography purposes, if you don't want that door getting in the way. But it is neat. But there you go. The diorama is built and nice. And you can accessorize it as you please, with as little or as much as you want. Now, I'm not going to show this diorama in the dark because, well, it's not really dark enough to do it. And I'm struggling for time here in this video because I realize I'm putting two dioramas into one, and it'll make it extra long. So, and we've already seen a garage diorama in a previous video with the lights off. So I think we know what we're dealing with. It is cool, nonetheless. Yes. So I pride myself on including as much accessories with my dioramas as possible to give people the most bang for their buck. This one I really went overboard, and I think just because I wanted to see a garage packed with as much as I could, and I think I wanted to sell it pretty quickly, so I just packed in so much, and this is kind of ridiculous. I think maybe some other diorama makers out there might be raging at me for raising the bar like this, but okay, I'll just show you what it comes with. So we have this awesome big shelf, and look over here, we have trash can. I know I went over this already, but just seeing it all like this is kind of cool. Trash can, recycling bin, bucket, vases, toolbox with tools, newspaper, bench, books, crate with beer bottles, ladder, rake, and sweeper thingy. What do we call it? What is it? Oh my god, I can't even think. We have a shadow here. Look at this big shadow. We have a hose, box, BMX bike, Suzuki motorcycle with helmet. Ah, this is insane. Yeah, this is pretty crazy, and I love it. And I hope you love it too. Bum, bum, bum. Now that we've seen one of the dioramas, here is the other. This Starbucks coffee shop diorama. A very simple, basic diorama. Just the one ground piece and a wall, and then a little overhanging lip thing for our lights, as we typically do. But there's a lot of detail in here that's not typical. And that is very cool and convincing, methinks. Oh, where do I even start? Maybe top to bottom? Look at this. We got our Starbucks coffee words. I was thinking about making it something different, like Spriken books or something, because it's not no like official product. I don't want to get sued or anything. But then I needed to use all of these Starbucks things, official stuff, to make it look official, and then that wouldn't have Spriken books on it, so I just went with the thingy. Yeah. So up top here, underneath, we got a bunch of working lights, which obviously make for some cool lighting in the dark, and yeah, so you can enjoy this diorama both in light and dark settings, as usual. And then look, we have these. What are these called? I don't know what they're called, but they're like little canopy things. And I got those from some kind of vent system, you know, for like ductwork and things, or laundry, such. Yeah, these are like the flaps that kind of, I don't know, prevent things from going inside, but then they open up to let all the sweet-smelling laundry air out. Yeah. So anyways, that's what I got there. And they're just held in place underneath by some dowel that goes through. Yeah. That's that. And okay, let's look over here. Our door is pretty nice. We have so both on the door and the window over there, we have a layer of frosted kind of glass, but it's just plastic. And then we have our paper postery things and logo, and then there's a regular clear plastic over top of that. So it gives you kind of an idea that you could be looking through, and this is an actual store inside, without seeing what's on the inside, because there's nothing really, because it's just empty. But it makes it work. And I'm sure you could shine like a flashlight or a candle or something behind this diorama and see some nice lighting effect coming through the faux glass, and that would be pretty cool. Look over here. This is amazing. I love these sandwich board thingies, and this one, I can't find any more of these. I got this from an art store called Desserts, I think, and it was just kind of like at the checkout, and they had like a bunch of them. I should have got more. I don't know why I just got one. Maybe because it was kind of expensive. Who knows? But I can't seem to find any more of these exact ones. The ones I can find now at this scale are all ugly looking or something, so I guess I have to make more of these myself. But look at the chalkboardness. We have our Spriken special, Super Espresso, because you got to have your coffee, your nectar of the gods, and look at what we have on the opposite side. Or mwahaha. Yes, drink the coffee. Ah. And over here we have our two girls enjoying their Starbucks food and beverage. But look at the sign at the back there. Starbucks grand opening celebration today. I did this because usually the glass on the windows and stuff like that are not really covered, so you'd have to like see through. But that would kind of kill our illusion here of this being real. So I figured, well, they usually have like big signs up and stuff for any kind of special occasions or things. So this is like a grand opening. That's why there's like information on the door, information on the window, and then, well, typical logo kind of there. But I think it works, and it works nicely. And look at this. Table and chairs. Oh, this is so good. And it works so well, and it's really, really nice. I like the white. It goes well with the white lettering up there. And yeah, just the actual Starbucks colors of their greens and dark browns. Oh yeah, accessories, yes. Look at this. Can we zoom? I don't know if we should zoom. Should we? We have a coffee cup with sleeve, complete with sleeve to keep you from burning yourself. This one's empty, but then look, we have Starbucks bag. Over here we have another bag, has like a Coke bottle in there. And then up here, look, we got some donuts. Enjoying some delicious donuts, you gotta do that. And then custom made Starbucks cups for cold drinks, I guess. Oh, can we focus somewhere? I don't know. Yeah, I got like a Christmas one there and a non-Christmas one. And they have their straws and such. And I don't know if we can see. Well, my super shadow makes it impossible. But there's like some ice and coffee granule thingies in there. I don't know. They look convincing enough, methinks. What else? Oh no, battery's gonna die. Better do this quick. Look, our concrete ground brick thingy, whatever we want to call it, has little grass bits growing through here and there, little weedy things. Yeah, and it works. And I love this diorama. It's so cool. We should see what the lights on or off. Yeah, so the nice thing about this diorama sale for the Starbucks diorama is that when I made it, I was like, oh, this is so cool. It's different from anything I've ever made before. And I like all the official looking things and it looks so clean and nice. And I kind of wanted to keep it, but I need money. Yes, for new shoes. So I had to sell it. But then I had a message. A message from a sister. Yes, a Spriken has 2 sisters. And my younger sister, she messaged me and she was like, I gotta have that diorama. And I remember, as I was making it actually, that she loves Starbucks. And everywhere she goes, every Starbucks in like every town or city, she seems to know the people who work there and she seems to get things for free. And I always thought that was pretty cool and lucky, and I was always jealous. So she wanted this, and she was willing to pay at cost to help a brother out, literally. So that was nice. And I'm happy, because if it goes to her, that means I'll never have to really truly part with it. I can always see it again in the future. So that's nice. So thank you, sister, younger sister. I'm avoiding saying your name in case, for privacy purposes, you don't want me to. But I really appreciate it. And yes, I hope you like this diorama as much as I do. Now let's see it without the lights, or with the lights. How do you even, if the lights are on the diorama, is that seeing it with the lights off? These lights? Or should I say with the lights on? I never know, but you know what I mean. So before I turn off the lights, and well, turn on these lights, I will show you how simple this diorama is to build. Yes. So that when you take it out of the box, you're not confused or anything, and it's very easy. This just magnetizes on the top. Here's the lights, and the magnets are along the bottom and along the top, and you know that Starbucks is facing forward, so all you have to do is boink, stick it on, magnetize perfectly. And for the lights, I'm going to leave them in here, and I'll provide other lights. You can pull them out. They are friction fit, like this. Boink. Yeah, you can just pop them back in, and you just push. But I'm going to leave them in when I send it, and yeah, all you have to do is give them a turn, and they'll all turn on. Yeah, simple as that. Ta-da! Now, the same goes for this back wall. All you do is just put it down. Look, the bottom is magnetized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 magnets, and the magnets are along the back of this, and you just line it up. There we go. That's it. You have your diorama built. Now, these top thingies here, I don't know what we want to call them. I know there's a name for it, but I have no clue. I'm going to leave them in when I send this, so you don't have to put them in yourself. But they do come out. As you can see at the back, there's little tiny pieces sticking out here of the dowel. And yeah, you can literally just take these out and put them back in. But for the sake of simplicity, of knowing which one goes in what place, I'm just going to leave them in, nice and simple. And the door and the window are glued into place, so they're not coming out or off. And yeah, everything is nice. Boink. Okay, don't mind the super squeaky chair and the weird, I don't know, panning around like this. Whee, look. It's just because the camera's on the tripod. I'm too lazy to take it off because I have to do this video pretty quick. But yeah, here it is with the lights on, and it gives a really cool evening kind of look. Even more so at night if you have a pitch black room or a really dark room. Right now it's midday, so it's not very dark, but you can still get a nice idea of how this thing's going to look all lit up and with the shadows and such. It's really, really cool, and I love it. Yeah. Now I'll just show you all the accessories it comes with. Yeah, so this is a very simple diorama, yet effective, and it comes with some really cool accessories, as we can see here. So we got this really nice set of chairs and a table, and they're like are they metal? They're some kind of really strong plastic. Actually, maybe metal. Some kind of metal. Yeah, but these are really nice and clean, white. We have our sandwich board over here with our double-sided official Spriken, Mr.Spriken, yeah, drawing there, and our special drink. And speaking of special drinks, we have quite a few here, and these are custom made. I actually bought a template to print off these little things and make them off of Etsy. I will leave a link in the description if you want to go and buy your own. It's pretty handy, and I appreciate them having these. But I made these things myself in terms of I found this lid thing. They're just these stoppers. What are they called? I don't know. Things that go on cupboards or something to stop them, or doors. I don't know, something like that. But I found the smallest one I could, 3/8 or something of an inch. Who knows? Yeah, and I just put it on top there. I stuck some kind of makeshift straws in them, and I think it works. And we have our Starbucks bags. Yes, they're here. We got 2 of those. We got a Coke bottle that I didn't make. I think I got it from AliExpress or something. Yeah, so we got three of these. Well, 2 of these kind of colder drink cups, I guess you would call them. And then we have 1 empty coffee cup with sleeve. Over here we have 4 donuts. And we have this little container thingy for them. Yes, that's pretty cool. And we got some napkins for donuts as well. And that makes for a really nice setup. Yeah. So what do you think? Those are pretty cool, huh? I really like them. And I was kind of sad to be selling the Starbucks diorama and to see it go, but I'm super excited and happy that it goes to one of my sisters so that I'll be able to see it again in the future, so it'll never quite be gone. And yeah, I'm happy with that. And it was very nice of her to buy it at cost, to support Spriken Studios and all of my wonderful endeavors that cost a lot of money. Yeah. Anyways, so what can you expect from Spriken Studios in the near future? Well, since I have no idea when this video is coming out, who knows? But things, cool and fun things, and definitely the gears. Something is turning. Things will be turning. What does that even mean? It's gonna mean that there'll be more Musume videos coming. Yes, the dioramas I've been making, trying to pump it all out to be able to afford things for trip and wedding and all that stuff. Will be over, because at the end of the first week of June I'll be back and it'll be completed, and then the Operation Musume YouTube resumption continues. That's the plan. So there'll be a lot more Musume videos coming. Yes. So please look forward to it. The 1,000 subscriber special is in the works, and that's going to be a really big, humongous project with a lot of Musume. So, yes. That's it. Okay. Stay creative and cozy. I'm Mr.Spriken. Yeah! Here at Spriken Studios. Yeah, yeah, yeah! And I'll see you again soon. And I'll be married.